Chris Bennett here, Blockchain Beard Guy. Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Listen, I wanted to do a short video on a couple things. I wanted to talk today about where I see the opportunities in blockchain right now, some of the biggest opportunities. And I also wanted to talk a bit about a lot of people always ask me, how do I get into blockchain? How can I get started and make my mark in the field? And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that too. But starting off, talking about the opportunities, and I've hit on this before, but a lot of people have the mistaken impression right now that if you're not a developer, if you're not a coder, if you don't know how to write smart contracts, then there's no opportunity in blockchain for you. And I want to say that not only do I disagree with that, I think the opposite is true. There's so many great projects out there, so many interesting startups, so many large companies working on huge blockchain initiatives right now. And certainly it's obvious where that there's opportunity there if you are very technical, if you do code, and you do understand blockchain platforms and writing smart contracts. But so many of these projects, so many of these startups, they've got the greatest ideas in the world, but a lot of them cannot explain the value behind their idea or the solution that they're building in 20 minutes or less. And this really means, in my opinion, I think there's going to be a lot of great ideas that don't get realized because when they go to look for investors or potential customers, people just don't have that kind of time to invest. Everyone's writing a white paper right now because everyone else has a white paper, and that's great. Engineers and other technical folks love to read a 30-page white paper, but no investor, no potential customer is going to sit there and go through a 30-page white paper full of technical minutia they don't understand. So if you don't have someone on your project team or in your organization who can help explain the value of what you're trying to build and what you're trying to create in a couple minutes or less, then you're really leaving a lot of opportunity on the table. So if you're someone non-technical, if you're good at communications, if you're good at marketing and branding and sales, and you're someone who can help one of these teams really convey the value of what they're trying to do in a short, succinct, really attractable way, then I think that's where the real opportunity is. So that kind of gets into my second area I want to talk about, which is, well, how do you crack into this space? And right now, I'll break my advice up into two different pieces. Advice for the technical people, the coders, the developers, and then advice for all the non-technical people, for the business-minded folks. If you come from a technical development background and you're learning, or you've already learned some blockchain technology, you're comfortable writing smart contracts, I think the best way to crack into the field is to put together your own proof of concept, just a simple idea around a potential blockchain solution, just so you can use it to show everyone else that you've actually created something real, something they can click on, something they can test out, something they can see working. And it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. It's a proof of concept, which means it just has to show off a concept. It doesn't have to be a production-ready product. That's a mistake I see a lot of technical folks make. Your proof of concept just has to be a rough sketch of an idea. And if you're a programmer or developer and you're interested in doing something like this, but you just don't have a good idea, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message. I've got an idea I'm still waiting for a developer to take me up on, and I guarantee if you're a strong developer, this won't take you more than about a week to put together, and you'll have an idea that not only will I help promote if you do it, but I think you'll get a tremendous amount of attention and a lot of offers and opportunities coming in on the back end of that. So if you're really serious about it, shoot me a DM. I'm still waiting to see who's going to be first to take me up on my killer idea to crack into blockchain. If you're non-technical, if you're business-minded, then you really need to understand right now, because blockchain is so new, that the opportunities only exist on both ends of the spectrum. That is, with the small startups, projects, folks working on an idea after hours, or at the very other end of the scale with the large Fortune Fortune 500 companies who are willing and able to invest some R&D money to try out different use cases and see where this is going. There's not that much opportunity in the mid-market yet, and you need to understand that. And because this is all so new, a lot of the companies that have identified an interest in getting into blockchain and testing out some of these concepts are still a long way from being able to write a job description around it and define what the responsibilities are. So if you want to crack into this field, I think you need to decide, do you want to be on the small end of the scale or the large end of the scale? And then either way, you need to understand that this involves marketing yourself, figuring out what value you can provide, and proactively approaching those organizations that you think are a good fit and explaining to them how you're valuable and how you can add a lot to their team. If you just want to go on and look on Monster.com or look on different online job postings, you're not going to find a lot right now. That doesn't mean that there's no opportunity. It's just a sign of how early we are in the market, which is really the best time. If you want to get in on something groundbreaking, obviously the earlier the better. So don't be discouraged by that. And again, if that's something you need help or advice on, shoot me a message, let me know. I can work with anybody to kind of help understand, hey, what's the right way to market my value and my potential, and how do I communicate that to the kind of organizations I want to target. So hope this has been helpful. Hope this gives you guys a better idea of where the opportunities are in blockchain and how you can start to crack into it. Please know I'm always available and love to help out with this sort of thing. And of course, education is key. So if you're just getting into blockchain and you're interested in learning more about it, follow me, shoot me a message, stay tuned for more videos. Until next time, this is Chris Bennett, your blockchain beard guy, and I hope you guys are having a great day.